This semi-final pitches 2011's third-place team, Sweden, against the Netherlands, who've never progressed this far in the competition before. Sweden upset the form book with their quarter-final win against Germany, while the Netherlands saw off Italy, who'd not reached the World Cup quarter-final since the inaugural tournament in 1991. You can track squad news, see the team's progression, and follow the game as it happens on the OneFootball app. The Netherlands, coached by Zarina Wiegman and captained by former Arsenal goalkeeper Zari van Veenendaal, are a side who like to dominate possession and build through vertical passes from their centre-backs towards the midfield. Like several other of the technically adept sides at this World Cup though, they have in fact looked most effective when playing a quick counter-attacking style of football. Their setup has nominally alternated between a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1, although the general premise is the same. Shavita Spitzer is the screening midfielder, the superb Jackie Koenen is the box-to-box progressor of the ball, and Danielle van der Donk plays off the central striker, Viviane Miedema. Miedema is a constant threat, despite her rather languid style. Her shooting and heading is excellent, as is her awareness, and she also drops off to link up play quite effectively as the Netherlands seek to transition the ball out wide. Generally, however, her place is in the box, with van der Donk or Koenen pushing up as support runners. The Netherlands look to create movement on the flanks and effect crossing opportunities towards Miedema and her midfield support runners. This often takes the form of progressive passing into the half space, especially towards Koenen on the right. She then looks to play out to the on-rushing fullback, or towards the right winger, cutting inside and driving towards the line. Koenen is a genuine all-rounder. While Miedema, van der Donk and Martens grab the headlines, Koenen is probably the player who contributes most to all facets of play. Van der Donk will also drift over to assist this build-up on the right, and the Netherlands do like to stack that flank, leaving the dangerous Martens in space on the left. She can then receive a switch pass and cut in field where her dribbling and control at pace is most dangerous. On the right, Shanice van der Sanden has been unpredictable at times. Her dynamism and aggressive running looks brilliant, but her end product has been wayward, and her replacement in every game so far, Lineth Berenstein, has impressed when coming on. It's likely though that coach Wiegman will name an unchanged side, barring injuries. One other thing worth noting about the Netherlands is that they pose a significant threat from set pieces, with a number of tall players who attack the ball aggressively. They're also good at winning free kicks too, especially when attacking at pace on the counter. Spitzer has an excellent delivery, and Miedema, Bloodworth and Van der Gracht will all have to be watched, especially given Sweden's issues at defending set pieces. Sweden, coached by Peter Gerhardsson, were the surprise winners of a tough contest against Germany, played in unrelenting heat, and are the first team to have won a knockout game having first been behind. Their system is generally a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-2-3-1, depending on how advanced the wide players are. Defensively, they use a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-4-2 mid-block, and drop deep in the low block, with the quick physical wingers, Sofia Jakobsen and Fridolina Rolfö, doubling up to help the fullbacks, while Kosovore Aslane either joins striker Stina Blackstenius in the press or drops off to assist the midfield. Aslane and Blackstenius are the key attacking threats, especially with Rolfö currently suspended, although this is being appealed. Blackstenius is quick and physical and will disrupt any attempts to play the ball out easily from the back. Aslane is a creative number 10 who will drop off to link up play if Sweden are able to push the ball through midfield, and their main deeper playmaker, Captain Caroline Seger. But Aslane is also a very effective second striker whose runs into the box behind Blackstenius, or ahead of her into space created by the forward's physicality, will be a real danger. Sweden have so far tended to sit off the more footballing sides, looking to hit the channels either directly from the fullbacks passing up the line, or by transitioning into midfield and then switching it wide. In Jakobsen and Rolfö, who may be replaced by Lina Hurtig, they have wide wingers who are capable of stretching play and whipping in crosses or driving towards the channel between the opposition fullback and centre-back by carrying the ball or receiving direct, diagonal balls in behind. Sweden have only had more possession in the World Cup against Chile and Thailand. Otherwise, they've had less than 40% of the ball against the USA in the groups and Canada and Germany in the knockout rounds. Nonetheless, their hard-working and organised defence makes them hard to break down. And with speed out wide and the tricky running of Aslane, they are well constructed to play on the counter against sides who want the ball. This could prove a quandary for the Netherlands, who have themselves looked best when not dominating possession. Sweden will, though, be wary of the set-piece threat that is posed by the Netherlands. especially with goalkeeper Hedvig Lindahl's propensity to come for but not get crosses in her box. Sweden have already upset the odds against Germany and arguably Canada, and so they won't fear a Netherlands team who are inexperienced at this level, even with the Dutch side coming into the game as slight favourites. Both sides have excellent strikers in good form, and both have shown an ability to sit and wait for opportunities rather than try to force the game. So this game could be a very tight and tense affair.